was a big ditch that she was gonna have to jump over. I'm going, Blaze, I ain't up for this, right? This is our first official, I guess, camping trip. We've done one other short one. It is 65 degrees, gorgeous outside, perfect day for hiking. So we're gonna go check out Fall Creek Falls. Head in that direction. Back up now. Coming down wasn't too bad.
No, not as bad at all. I wouldn't even call it, but we ain't gone back up. But very strenuous, not so bad.
Strenuous. I mean, you have to have good footing, like lots of rocks, but that's about it. But the cutest thing was we just passed a group of kids, and one of the teenagers was like, "Ooh, I wonder if they have a YouTube channel."
Yeah.
We felt kind of important.
Yeah, because I have my GoPro affixed to my chest with the snap mount. Snap pad's an RV term.
In other words, he looked like a big nerd.
I was a big nerd.
Therefore, we must have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, so hashtag snap mount was what we're filming with today. Took it off to do this. Yeah. But yeah, beautiful hike.
Yeah, so we'll check back in, I don't know, 20 minutes? Yeah. Probably 20 minutes at the top.
If we can breathe. So, yeah, we're not all the way back at the top, but we were just down there.
That's a long way, and we made it.
Yes.
Out of breath, but whew, definitely
that was
worth
fun.
it. I wouldn't say very strenuous.
No, not too bad at all. I mean, it was about 300 feet maybe total elevation, about a half a mile or less distance.
I'm out of breath. You have to have good knees. Lots of climbing.
Yeah.
Like stairs.
But very...
like climbing a lot of stairs.
Yeah, very conditioned. It was one or two sections you had to kind of grab hold of something, but nothing a moderate hike wouldn't require. So it was fun. So we're about 30 minutes away from home, coming home from our Fall Creek Falls trip. It's been very windy and very bumpy driving home this afternoon, but we're going to
make it. We just got off the interstate, so hopefully smooth sailing. from
Yeah,
here on out.
here I was thinking all I had to do is avoid potholes, but now I've got to avoid 40-mile-an-hour gusts. So, but it's been okay. It's been okay.
Yeah. So again, my thoughts about just even driving home. Tennessee is just beautiful. I commented on the way up. I just feel like Tennessee has to be one of the prettiest states in the nation. I know I've not been to all states, and some of you may disagree with me, but it's just gorgeous. And I love springtime. I love March.
It's like the people we spoke to yesterday that were from Florida, because I was wearing a Santa Rosa Beach shirt, and they asked me if I lived there or was from there. I said no, my Steph's brother and sister-in-law has a home there, but they were from just outside of there in Niceville, and they made the comment, we get tired of the beach, we get tired of the sun, and for Tennesseans, that's where we flock typically for vacation. But we made that comment that in Tennessee, because they said they didn't get to take advantage of the beach, even though they live 10 minutes from it, because of work and life and all that. And I said, we realized that in our adulthood, lived in Tennessee most of our life, and we may have mentioned this before, but Tennessee is one beautiful, and state parks in Tennessee are I think an untapped resource that Tennesseans have rarely taken advantage of, and we are certainly continuing to learn that and take advantage of them. And like Steph said, we just got back from Fall Creek Falls, and largest state park, but it's one of those beautiful landscapes and geography that I can imagine. It's really breathtaking.
Another takeaway from this trip, if you can do it, is we stayed through midweek.
Yeah.
This is a Wednesday when we're coming back, and it makes a big difference. It was like having a private park in March to be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That was very nice. And as I walked the dogs this morning, I thought about times we've been there when literally not a single site was open.
Yeah.
Versus there were hardly any folks filling up the park. So that was nice too. We could ride our bikes on the roads and not worry about traffic, and just so if you have that luxury, definitely try to do weekday camping. It helps.
Yeah.
And the other thing I thought about too that kind of wanted to mention, for me, like my default would definitely be even in the RV to hang out in front of the TV, chill out. But I'm often forced, because Mark does not sit well. He does not chill out well at all. To get up, to get going, to get moving. And so I'm always grateful when I take those opportunities to get out there and do things, and hike and bike and ride horses and climb falls and do all those things. Especially while we're still able to, while we still have our health and we're not too old to do it. Although, I don't know, on the way back up from those falls yesterday, I was beginning to wonder.
Well, what was funny was when we were going to the Fall Creek Falls, there's we got a little bit of this on video, but there's a path down to the bottom of the Fall Creek Falls, which is about a 260-foot, decline descent on a pretty steep trail. And there were some folks that were coming back, and we were asking them and said, is it that, because it says very strenuous on the sign. We were asking them if it was that bad, and they said it was doable. And they may have been a little bit older than us, but they made that comment like, oh, you are young and in shape, you can do it. I'm going, well, thanks for the confidence that you're distilling on us. But it ended up being a very, very exciting hike, and a little challenging coming back uphill, but it was fun. Steph got to do one of her bucket list items, the horseback riding. Share a little bit about that.
I did. Well, I mean, we've got some video.
Get some video of it.
Yeah, I've always wanted a horseback ride, and Mark thinks that's silly, but
I don't think it's silly. I'm just not a.
Well, he admitted that he was afraid of horses. I didn't realize that after it was over with, that he was like, this is not fun. So I think for probably an hour, he was not very relaxed at all.
No.
I thought it was really fun, and we certainly weren't galloping through wide open pastures by any means, but it was cool. It was cool to be on the top of a horse, and that's something I've wanted to do. So can check that off.
Yeah, it was fun. No, it wasn't fun. But what was funny is, I'm going in there as a jokester, maybe trying to deflect some of my fear into this gentleman checking us in, and I'm going, I want pokey or slow poke, you know, that's the horse I want. Well, you know, there's a group of 12 of us that went on this one ride, and he gives me the only horse that I saw in the stables that I thought, I don't want that horse, and her name was Blaze. I'm thinking, okay, she's got to have a name of Blaze for some reason. Either she's fast or ornery, and then come to find out afterwards, our guide Julie said, yeah, Blaze has got a bit of an attitude, and I think he put me on that horse because I was being a little bit of a
we were put at the very back of the group, so we were all kind of on our own because our guide was way up front, and there were some
kids. Even see her.
There were some children she had to take care of, and apparently our horses were best friends, but they kind of did their own thing from time to time.
Yes.
And so I did joke and tell Mark, because he likes to do his own thing. He's very stubborn, his way or the highway. And so most of these horses would stay on this trail, just
face the rear.
Yeah,
I mean, they were 6 inches
do
apart.
what they were supposed to do. And every time I turned around, Blaze was literally off the beaten path, doing her own thing, going a different direction. And so that was kind of fun.
Funniest thing, I didn't know Blaze was a girl until we ended the ride. But anyway, if there was a main path, Blaze was going to go off of it every now and then. Now, she would come back on, but you know, she'd take me through some limbs or whatever at the duck, and there was this one crossing that I hope we got on the video, because there was a bridge, literally a wooden bridge. It was covered with mud, and the guide, poor little 16-year-old girl, yelled back, keep them in the middle of the bridge. It's a bridge. Make sure they walk across the bridge. Well, Blaze is 30 foot over to the side. It was a big ditch that she was going to have to jump over. I'm going, Blaze, I ain't up for this, right? So I'm tugging her to go right. You know, the only instruction we got was, if you want to go right, pull right. If you want to go left, pull left. Y'all have a good trip.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, it's another great trip. We always have such a good time, and I'm excited about camping season ramping back up. We've been talking about all the places we've already got scheduled to go and places we want to try to go this camping season. And so we're just looking forward to making some more videos, having some more adventures, seeing some more places. But I'm also ready to sleep in my bed tonight. I'm not gonna lie. My body is tired.